Hello and welcome to this video. I will be showing how to make this nice coaster with a watermelon design, which I really like, and I think it's a great item to use. It's really useful for me on my desk. So it's a really quick project, and let's begin. As you can see here, I have some remaining yarn from different projects, which is really enough. This is cotton yarn, which works best with coasters, and I have these three colors which are suited for the watermelon design that I want to make, and also some black for the seeds. So let's begin. I will start with the red, and I will be making a magic circle, and I will do 6 single crochet stitches into this circle. Pull the tail to form the circle, and continue working the second round. Second round will be increases, so 2 single crochet stitches in every stitch. By the end of the row I will have 12 stitches. The third row will be 1 single crochet stitch and increase, and this will be the repeat that I will be doing 6 times. So 1 and increase in the next, and by the end of the row I will have 18 stitches. Next row will be 2 single crochet stitches and increase. That's the repeat that I will be doing 6 times. So 1 single crochet stitch, second one, and increase. Repeat this 5 more times, and by the end of the row we will have 24 stitches. The repeat for the next row will be 3 single crochet stitches and increase. So 1, 2, 3 and increase. And again repeat this 5 more times, and by the end of the row we will have 30 stitches. The repeat for the next row will be 4 single crochet stitches and increase, but I will break a little bit this pattern. By the end of the row I will have the same stitch count, but as you can see I have a hexagon shape forming, and instead I want to have a circle, a round shape. So I will do 2 single crochet stitches. That's how I start. 1, 2. I will do an increase here. 1, 2 in the same, and now I will start with the repeat of 4 single crochet stitches and then increase, and that's what I will do up until I'm back at the end, and by the end I will have 2 more stitches remain. So increase 1, 2, 3, 4 and increase. Again. This is the last increase that I make, and I have 2 more single crochet stitches to do until I reach the end of the row. I just got used to counting, so if you like, you can just use the stitch marker to know where you start and where the end is. The next row we will continue with the repeat pattern, which is 5 single crochet stitches and increase. I will repeat this 5 more times, and I am now at the last row that I will be doing with the red color, and I will do 3 single crochet stitches, increase, and now I will continue with the repeat for this row, so 6 single crochet stitches, and increase. This is what I will be repeating up until I'm at the end, where I will have 3 single crochet stitches left, and by the end of the row I will have 48 stitches. I have now finished with the red color, and I will need to attach the green, the light green that I have here, and this is how I change colors. Insert my hook, and I will pull up one green loop and just make a slip stitch here, and then make sure not to pull out the whole tail, and I will do one single crochet stitch into the same spot, and this will be my first stitch for this row, and then I will continue with the repeat according to this pattern. So I will have to do 7 single crochet stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and increase. This is the repeat that I will be doing 5 more times, and by the end of the row here I will just pretend the slip stitch doesn't exist and skip it and continue working the next row. I will be showing it when we get to this point. I am now at the end of this row. What I did, I have cut the red yarn because I won't be needing it anymore. I can also make a knot here to secure. I will also secure the tail in the middle here, but a bit later. So at this point I need to continue with the next row, and you remember here I had done one slip stitch, but I will really just pretend it's not there and continue with this as first stitch, and the repeat for this new row will be 8 single crochet stitches and increase. But again, I don't want to get the hexagon shape, so I will do the same as I did before. 4 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, increase, and now I will do the repeat of 8 single crochet stitches, and increase. I will repeat this 8 single crochet stitches and increase, and when I get at the end I will have 4 more single crochet stitches to do. In total there will be 60 stitches, and then I will continue with switching to the last color. I just made the last increase of the row, and I will have 4 more single crochet stitches to do. 3, 4, and now I will be switching the color again. This will be the last one, and I will do just the same as I did on the first time. I will insert my hook into the next stitch. Let me keep it here on the back. Pull up one loop with the dark green color, make a slip stitch, and one more single crochet stitch into the same stitch. The tails here are slippery, and for this row I will do single crochet stitches in every stitch with no increases at all, and this will be the last row that I will do. The last row is now completed. I'm going to cut the yarn here and make the last loop, pull out this tail and just use this needle to make my last loop. And now go ahead and secure all the tails here onto the back side. What I like to do is just make knots 2 or 3 times. Just so that I make sure it's not slipping. I have now secured the tails here on the back. I just have a few knots, and this is how it looks like on the front. It's pretty nice round shape, and I will show you how I sew the seeds. So I will take some black yarn and use the needle. So what I like to do is just insert my hook, start from the back, and do this as I go. I just sew them in between the stitches. I make like little V shapes. This would be one seed that I make, and just make them going in rounds just as you like. I don't like to have them symmetric because I think it's nicer to just put them randomly. I have completed sewing the seeds. This is what it's going to look like. Of course, you can sew them as you wish. This would be the back side, but don't worry, we will hide this. So you go ahead and make another one so that at the end we can sew them together. And I will show you how I do that. Let's cut this yarn. I usually use the last color here. In this case is this dark green. Just cut long enough. I like to measure approximately like this 3 times, and a little bit. I will be happy if it remains. It's more tragic if for example you don't cut enough, so it's better to have a longer thread than a shorter one. Use the needle, and what I like to do is start here where actually I ended with the crocheting part, and I will just attach this and make a knot to secure. Okay, so I'm taking the second side, place it here, and I will start sewing. using only one loop of each side. So for the one facing me, I will be using the front loop, and I insert the needle through here, and on the other one I will be using the back loop. Insert the needle through that. I will insert my needle always from the back side of the coaster, from in between those two sides, so to say. And this is what I will be doing all around. At the last loop here, just make sure to include all of them and not skip any loop, and make sure to secure this one. I just like to make a little knot here and then try to hide it in between the sides. And then just sew the tail a little bit to make sure it's secured, or you can do it in another way if you know a better way. That's totally fine. Cut. And this would be it. So this is the finished coaster. This is how it looks like. You have both sides that are the same, and also a nice margin. Of course, you can go ahead and block this one and use it as many times. Since it's cotton yarn, you can wash it several times and reuse, and I think it's really nice. So go ahead and do as many as you need, and enjoy!